In this video, I'm going to show you a very annoying problem that I have and that I'm going to solve in a very interesting way. So what is the problem? The problem is that I'm doing a file transfer system, sendit.zip. And for the people that don't know what sendit.zip is, it's very simple. You can go to sendit.zip here, right? And it's a secure and pain-free peer-to-peer file transfers without leaving your terminal, right? I don't want to hassle with folders. I don't want to drag and drop folders. I just want to send people stuff with my terminal, right? So how can we do that? It's very simple, right? I can do something like cut my readme file here, readme.md, and I can pipe that into SSH sendit.zip, right? That's the only thing I need to do, of course, because we are in a Unix style format. We can gzip it, we can tar it, we can encrypt it. You can do whatever you want with it. You just pipe your file folder, your archive into sendit.zip, press enter, and it's going to spit out two links, the download link and the direct download link, which is almost the same. So then you basically paste that in, boom, and yeah, you basically copy paste it to Slack or something, or whatever you wanna transfer that link, and then you click download basically, and this is a peer-to-peer file transfer, right? So person A is basically SSH is sendit, is doing the sendit stuff, and then he needs to wait until somebody else downloads that thing. So if you click it, this is my readme file, test file from the man himself, big love, right? The problem is I wanna cap the amount of bytes being transferred, because hey, let's say I wanna cap it to 500 megabytes, but somebody is sending terabytes. That's a problem. I don't want that. Maybe for the paid version or something, I don't know, but not right now. So how can I solve that? Well, there is right now, everybody can just send as much as they want. And that's bad news, right? So I have something here, which is a max file size is now 10, just to test, right? Of course, it's going to be 500 megabytes or something to start with, to see how it goes. But for now, I do 10, so I can test it easily, right? So the big problem is in this handle simple transfer, right? So we do some stuff, some high-level coding. But then here is the thing we need. It's the IO copy, which basically means we are copying. I'm basically connecting the HTTP connection with the SSH connection directly, right? Of course, the server is in between, but it's a peer-to-peer transfer, right? I'm basically just matching these two connections together, an IO copy. But an IO copy will keep copying until it's done, right? If it's 1 terabyte, it's going to be 1 terabyte. We don't want that. So I was thinking about it. How can I solve that? Well, we need to inject something into this IO copy stuff, right? How can we do that? Well, there's something very cool, and that's basically, that's called the TeeReader, right? So what I'm going to say here is, I'm going to say T is going to be an IO TeeReader, right? And if we check the semantics of the TeeReader, TeeReader returns a reader that writes to W what it reads from R, all reads from R performed, yada, 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 yada. It's very simple. It's a TeeReader. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a type. We're going to call this the file size checker, something like that. Or a file size writer. That's maybe better, right? It's going to be a structure. It's going to be a structure, and we are going to say written. It's going to be an integer. Then we're going to make a function because it needs to implement the IO writer. It's very simple. The IO writer just needs to have the right function, right? So we're going to say the f. Actually, W is fine. The file size writer, and we're going to make the write function, which is going to write b bytes, and it's going to return an integer and an error, right? That's what we need. So each time, let me return 0 and 0 here, right? Because this TeeReader is going to write into W, which is going to be the last argument. So we're going to say, we're going to write from our session to our TeeReader, to the file size checker. We can do it like this. File size writer, FW, is going to be the file size writer. Yeah, just like that, perfectly fine. FW, right? That's our TeeReader. And we are going to say that we going to T into this thing, right? We're going to copy from the TeeReader into the W here, which is basically the HTTP connection, right? Right, and then what we can do here basically is very simple. In our write, we could say each time it's going to write, we're going to say w written plus equals len b, right? And then we're going to say if w written is bigger than the max file size, right? Then we're going to say return 0 fmt error f max file size exceeded, something like that, right? That's what we're gonna do. And actually, to be honest, max file size, and we're gonna say %d, so we know what the max file size is, right? Max file size, just like that. All right, so let's test this. I'm gonna do a make run here. Make run, yes, perfectly fine. And then I'm gonna open up, not this thing, my terminal here. This is my server. We don't want to be in there. This is perfectly fine. We're gonna do make SSH, which is a make file, which does some stuff for me, so I don't need to type it in. So I'm going to say make SSH. It's going to spit me out 2 local host links. I'm going to copy the direct download here. The direct download, because with the direct download, you can do this, right? You could do a wget, paste in the direct download, boom. And it's going to try to download it. And now we're going to see the max file size of 10 is exceeded, right? So now it's fine. So if somebody transferring something and he's reaching the max file size, boom. It's going to return an error and the connections are going to break. And yeah, that's that. Is it going to break? That's a good question. Probably we do. Did we do this in our terminal? Let me quickly check. Yeah, it's interrupted here. No, wait. It's fine. It's interrupted. It's cool. It's returning an error. So that's the only thing I care about, is that people are not going to send more than they can send, right? That's basically it. It's just a very simple thinking process on how can I fix that. And I was thinking I just need to I need to hook into IO copy, but I can't do that. I cannot do that. So and then I came up with the idea of a TeeReader that basically just checks what is being written, and if we write too much, we just return an error and everything stops, right? So basically, hey guys, check out sender.zip. Let me know what you think about it, because there are a lot of stuff you can do with it, right? You can build a lot of tools on top of that protocol. It's super easy because it's with SSH. It's accessible in any language. You can make VS Code plugins for it. You can make browser extensions. The possibilities are endless. You can even send private keys to each other, encrypted, and all that stuff, right? Cool. And I'm going to add a lot of cool features on top of sender.zip. With SCP and all that stuff, and I'm also recording these sessions in the full-time GoDev program, which is my Golang course. Check it out in fulltimegodev.com. I'm going to add as a bonus all these sessions where I'm building sender.zip in there also as a bonus, right? Hey, if you like this video, please consider subscribing, give me a thumbs up, leave some questions in the comment, jump into my Discord community. Have a nice day. I'm looking forward to see you in my next video or live streams. Bye-bye.